We've all just received reports that Alexei Navalny has died in Russia. This is, of course, terrible news, which we are working to confirm. My prayers are with his family, including his wife, Yulia, who is with us today. And if confirmed, this would be a further sign of Putin's brutality. Whatever story they tell, let us be clear, Russia is responsible. And we will have more to say on this later. As Christophe said, this is my third time here, and I'm honored to be with so many friends. This year we gather amid an increased instability and conflict in the Middle East. We gather amid Russia's ongoing aggression in Ukraine, China's efforts to reshape the international order, transformative technological change, and of course the existential threat of the climate crisis. In this context, I know that there are questions here in Europe and around the world about the future of America's role of global leadership. These are questions the American people must also ask ourselves. Whether it is in America's interest to continue to engage with the world or to turn inward. Whether it is in our interest to defend long-standing rules and norms that have provided for unprecedented peace and prosperity, or to allow them to be trampled. Whether it is in America's interest to fight for democracy, or to accept the rise of dictators. And whether it is in America's interest to continue to work in lockstep with our allies and partners, or go it alone. Today, I will explain how President Biden and I answer these questions with full knowledge that how America responds will affect the American people, the people of Europe, and people around the world. I believe it is in the fundamental interest of the American people for the United States to fulfill our long-standing role of global leadership. As President Biden and I have made clear over the past 3 years, we are committed to pursue global engagement, to uphold international rules and norms, to defend democratic values at home and abroad, and to work with our allies and partners in pursuit of shared goals. As I travel throughout my country and the world, it is clear to me this approach makes America strong, and it keeps Americans safe. However, there are some in the United States who disagree. They suggest it is in the best interest of the American people to isolate ourselves from the world, to flout common understandings among nations, to embrace dictators and adopt their repressive tactics, and abandon commitments to our allies in favor of unilateral action. Let me be clear. That worldview is dangerous, destabilizing, and indeed short-sighted. That view would weaken America and would undermine global stability and undermine global prosperity. President Biden and I therefore reject that view. And please do understand, our approach is not based on the virtues of charity. We pursue our approach because it is in our strategic interest. I strongly believe America's role of global leadership is to the direct benefit of the American people.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.